Orochi was a massive serpent boasting not just one, but 8 heads and an equal number of tails. This being straddles the line between awe-inspiring wonder and sheer terror. Imagine the ancient narratives filled with deities clashing in monumental conflicts, and there you find Orochi, a dragon so vast and formidable. It seems lifted straight from the pages of a storybook. Ever pondered the challenge of defeating a beast that appears invincible, or speculated about the mysteries lurking in its daunting gaze? Brace yourself for an exploration into tales where protagonists confront curses with unparalleled courage. Let's delve deeper into Orochi's saga and uncover its essence. Orochi, with its 8 heads and tails, emerges from Japanese folklore as an immensely powerful and daunting dragon. The legends surrounding Orochi play a pivotal role in Japanese mythology, illustrating the colossal battles between gods and monsters. This fearsome serpent, with its multitude of heads and tails, symbolizes great chaos and challenges, propelling heroes into the limelight through epic narratives of valor and might. In the context of Japan, dragons often assume a more benevolent and intriguing role compared to their mythical counterparts elsewhere. Far from mere harbingers of fear or destruction, these dragons epitomize the valorous spirit of ancient Japan, showcasing their bravery, strength, and enchanting abilities. Unlike their Western counterparts, who are famed for hoarding treasures and laying waste to lands, Japanese dragons are the companions you desire for their wisdom and potential to turn the tide in your favor. Consider the dragons typically featured in fairy tales. Large, menacing creatures with a penchant for devouring knights. They soar across the skies, wreaking havoc, or lurk in caves, awaiting the next daring adventurer. However, in Japan, dragons ascend to the status of local champions. They are revered as pure and majestic, akin to airborne, flame-emitting guardians. Many are venerated as deities, with people seeking their blessings for protection and prosperity. Yet in every family, there's always one who defies the norms. Take, for instance, Ryujin, the benevolent dragon deity known for his kindness and generosity towards those who honor him. Contrastingly, we have Yamata no Orochi, the outlier with a notorious reputation. This creature, with its 8 heads and volatile nature, stars in the ancient chronicles of the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, Japan's legendary narratives that could easily keep you awake at night with their eerie tales. Within these tales, Orochi embodies the quintessential monster, wreaking havoc by abducting an elderly couple's daughters. Imagine, year after year, this multi-headed terror arriving like an unwelcome guest, each visit culminating in the loss of one of their daughters. By the 7th year, the despair and fear gripping the couple are palpable, dreading Orochi's return for their final daughter. Enter Susanoo, the tempestuous storm god, embroiled in a tumultuous feud with his sister, Amaterasu, the sun goddess. Indeed, divine family squabbles can escalate to extreme levels. Banished from the heavens following a dramatic outburst, he descends to earth, his mood soured. Yet a peculiar sight arrests his attention, a set of chopsticks floating down a river. This discovery leads him to the most distraught elderly couple imaginable, clinging to their last daughter as if she were the last morsel of food at a feast. Upon hearing of their dire predicament involving Orochi, a dragon more terrifying than any cinematic monster, equipped with 8 heads and the semblance of a moving forest, Susanoo is moved. Perhaps seeking redemption for his celestial troubles, he resolves to be the savior they desperately need. Thus, the stage is set for a monumental showdown. Susanoo, not merely any deity but the sibling of the sun goddess, prepares to confront this immense, fearsome dragon. Fresh from his celestial expulsion, he encounters this despairing couple, their daughters systematically devoured by Orochi. Now, with only one daughter remaining, Susanoo intervenes, proposing marriage to her as part of his plan to tackle the dragon. Though hardly an ideal proposition, it's a sliver of hope against the grim prospect of losing her to Orochi. Susanoo confidently announced himself as a very important figure, claiming his identity as the deity in charge of storms and expressing his intent to battle the fearsome serpent of Koshi. This declaration dramatically changed the elderly couple's perspective, making them willing to trust their daughter's fate in his hands, as he promised to ensure her safety. Susanoo's approach to protecting the girl was quite unconventional. He transformed her into a comb and safely secured her within his hair, which was his unique method of safeguarding her. The narrative then takes an interesting turn as Susanoo devises an elaborate plan involving a significant amount of sake. He persuaded the elderly couple to collect as much sake as possible and prepared 8 barrels of this fine drink, positioning them at 8 distinct entrances. Orochi, unable to resist the lure of the sake, consumed all 8 barrels and subsequently fell into a deep slumber. This mistake proved to be critical. With the dragon incapacitated, Susanoo seized the opportunity to attack, effectively dismembering the creature. Amidst the chaos of his onslaught, he discovered an extraordinary item within one of Orochi's tails, the legendary sword Kusanagi no Tsurugi, a renowned artifact in Japanese mythology. This sword, celebrated as a paramount symbol within the imperial regalia of Japan, epitomizes the nation's values of courage, wisdom, and benevolence. Susanoo, known for his somewhat rebellious demeanor, emerged as a true hero in this narrative. He transformed a seemingly dire situation for the elderly couple into a story of triumph by rescuing their daughter and acquiring a mythical sword. This account serves as a testament to his valor, offering a narrative of redemption and the positive impact of divine intervention, illustrating that even deities can overcome adversity to achieve remarkable feats. After resolving the dragon ordeal, Susanoo and his extraordinary spouse, who had once been a comb, chose to settle in the picturesque province of Izumo. Their decision to make this place their home marked the beginning of an idealistic life, culminating in the construction of a splendid palace. The elderly couple, central to the earlier narrative, benefited immensely as they were appointed the caretakers of this magnificent estate, enjoying a tranquil retirement under the care of their divine son-in-law. This story not only captivates with its heroics and transformation, but also delves into the fascination with multi-headed creatures found across various cultures and mythologies. From the Greek myth of Cerberus, the 3-headed dog, to the many-headed cherubim of religious texts, such creatures have always sparked imagination and inquiry. Orochi, with its 8 heads, continues this tradition, adding a layer of symbolism and intrigue, especially with its emphasis on the number 8. This number, associated with prosperity and luck in Japanese culture, underscores the narrative's deeper meanings, suggesting a blend of mysticism and the potential for growth and fortune. The selection of 8 heads for Orochi might reflect a deliberate attempt to evoke unease through similarities with naturally unsettling creatures like spiders and octopuses, known for their 8 limbs. This choice enhances Orochi's menacing aura, engaging with the universal theme of the struggle between order and chaos, a foundational concept in storytelling that explores the dynamics of fear, heroism, and the quest for harmony. This story, told as if it's about gods and giant mythical creatures, might be the olden times way of showing us a reflection of our own battles. It tells us that from way back, people have seen themselves in these grand tales, taking on the big bads of chaos with bravery and might. This idea pops up in so many old stories, like Thor fighting the massive serpent Jormungandr, Zeus taking on Hydra, and St. George defeating a dragon. These aren't just simple win-over-evil stories. They're a nod to our never-give-up attitude, our ability to face fears and come out on top. Now, why would they imagine a dragon with 8 heads? It looks like the folks from the past were getting creative inspiration from the eeriest creatures they knew. Think spiders, scorpions, octopuses, which all have 8 legs and are pretty great at spooking people. By imagining Orochi, the dragon with 8 heads, they're ramping up the scare factor to a whole new level, making this dragon a real nightmare fuel. This entire scenario of gods battling dragons isn't just for fun. It's a timeless clash of good against evil, order against chaos. These tales show gods like Susanoo as the champions of order and peace, while dragons like Orochi embody chaos and disturbance. It's like the stories from the old days or the original superhero movies, with the good guys always coming out on top. They tell us that no matter how messed up things seem, order will eventually restore. The story of Yamada no Orochi, a legendary snake from Japanese tales, is a captivating saga that tells us about the constant battle between darkness and light, showcasing the strength and courage required to overcome challenges. This 8-headed, 8-tailed dragon, stretching across hills and valleys with its terrifying presence, symbolizes the chaos and turmoil that can disrupt peace and harmony in our lives. Just as trees grew on Orochi's back, the tale grows in our minds, teaching us about the resilience needed to face our fears and conquer them. In the heart of this myth lies Susanoo, the hero, whose bravery against the mighty Orochi teaches us a valuable lesson about the power of good triumphing over evil. Susanu's fight against the serpent is not just a physical battle, but also a metaphorical journey, encouraging us to find our inner strength and determination to stand against the adversities we face. His victory is a testament to the idea that no matter how insurmountable a challenge might seem, with the right strategy and courage, it can be overcome. This narrative finds echoes in stories from cultures around the world, where mythical serpents like the Hydra from Greek mythology or Jörmungandr from Norse legends also embody the struggle between order and chaos. Despite their formidable power and sometimes seemingly indestructible nature, these creatures are eventually overcome by heroes who symbolize human resilience and the enduring quest for balance and harmony. These tales, while distinct in their details and cultural contexts, share a common thread of showcasing the victory of perseverance, bravery, and righteousness over the forces of disruption and malice. The lasting impact of the Orochi saga, much like its counterparts from other traditions, extends far beyond its ancient origins into modern times, influencing art, literature, and popular culture. From traditional paintings and writings to contemporary movies, games, and comics, the story of Susanu and Orochi has been retold and reimagined in countless ways, each adaptation breathing new life into its timeless themes. This continual reinvention and celebration of the Orochi myth highlight its significance as a cultural icon, offering insights into the human condition and the universal values that bind us across time and geography. Yamada no Orochi, therefore, is more than just a myth. It's a powerful symbol of the battles we face in our own lives, and a reminder that bravery and virtue can lead to triumph over darkness. As we navigate through our personal challenges, the story serves as an inspiration to embrace our fears, to fight for what is right, and to believe in our ability to overcome the odds. In this way, the legend of Orochi continues to resonate, teaching new generations about the enduring power of myth to inspire, guide, and reflect the complexities of the human spirit. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to meet a creature as awe-inspiring and scary as Orochi? What would you do if you ran into this mythical snake? Click that like button, hit subscribe, and dive into the comments to share your ideas and guesses on how to befriend or defeat the legendary Orochi. Keep watching for more journeys into mythology.